What is up, YouTube? I just wanted to make a update to my CBCS versus CGC comparison. I did one like, I don't know, it's been like a year and a half ago where I was comparing PGX to CBCS to CGC. I'm not going to do the PGX anymore, in case you guys haven't noticed that I've moved away from PGX. Reason being I moved away from PGX is just, I saw TiVo had that issue with his one of his books come back restored, and also I had my own issue when I was part of the Four Awesome Guys television show, dear Lord, YouTube show. We were going to crack open different companies and send them off to the other companies to see what grades they would get when they come back. So I had a CBCS Batman 655 variant, the first appearance of Damian Wayne, CBCS 9.0. So I cracked it open, sent it off to PGX, and that thing came back at 9.8. And it had a huge stain on the front. So from that moment on, I realized that PGX grading is not. I don't want to say it's not bad. It's just not consistent. Like the one books I sent out before, I was in agreement with their grades. So I was under the impression that when I sent that book off, I thought it'd come back a 9.2, 9.4 at the max. But when it came back a 9.8, I was like, oh, that's just way off base from, it just can't be that big of a difference. So I'm staying away from PGX. I really like CBCS. So what really got me interested in doing this comparison was every time I use CBCS, everybody's like, oh, you should use CGC. You can sell your book for 10% more, 10 to 20% more. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just see if that's true. So I went ahead and here's what I did. So I thought about it. I was like, I want to do a modern book. I want to do a bronze book, Bronze Age book, and a Copper Age book. I don't really know much about Silver Age, so I'm staying away from that. So I just did three, and I did three staples in those books. So I did Batman Adventures 12 for the modern. I did the new uh, hot book Tales of Teen Titans 44, first appearance of Nightwing for the. I think that is a copper. Sorry, I'm all modern, so these ages are not new to me. So I think that's copper. And then I did a Hulk 181, and I'm pretty sure that's bronze. So I did those three, and I thought, well, if you went to like a convention or even to your local LCS or to a flea market and you found some great deals. Now these are not going to be market value you're buying them for. I'm going to assume that you're getting a good deal and you're like, oh, I'm going to flip it. So I'm going to send it in, get it graded, and sell it on eBay. So that's what I've done. So let's get started. I'll show you what I've done. Let me see if I can find there we are. So, here we are. So first one is Batman Adventures 12. I wanted to find a comparable grade, and I only did auctions. I didn't do buy it nows because sometimes those are best offers, and you really can't friggin' tell. So this is the first book you'll send in to CBCS and CGC. So let's assume that you bought it for $300. Your membership fee to CGC is $150. You don't pay anything for CBCS, and your grading tier is Modern 2-day and Modern Fast Track because of the value of the book. It's over $250. I think that's the tiers you have to use. I factored in a little time value of money factor. I think the 2-day Modern is 2 business days. That's really going to be in my experience, about a week to 10 days, and I'm assuming 7 business days is going to be about 2 weeks. So you get about a week there. So time value money is really not a factor. I did 3%. If you invested your $300, you could earn like $3 maybe in the week. So whatever, that's really not a factor. So on the next comparisons, I just did away with that because the return time it takes to get your book back is about the same for each of the grading tiers. So I just did away with that one, but I left it in there for $3, whatever. So my initial investment, if I wanted to get it graded, was CBCS. Is sorry guys, is $337 and $478. The last sale was in 9.2, sold for $400 for CBCS and $410 for CGC. eBay fees are $40. Cash in your pocket is $360 for CBCS and $369 for CGC. So in this transaction, you've made $23 to CBCS and you've lost $109. That's mainly due because you have to pay a membership fee. So let's say you send in these 3 books. So you have to pay a membership fee to CGC for $150. So next, let's say you find an awesome deal in Teen Titans. Find it for $5. Grading tier is still the same because it's you valued it. I just did the same grading tier. So you can probably do standard here, which is 18. I think the standard here is 20. So they're pretty much the same. I just stuck with the same grading tier for this one. So initial investment on this one is $45 for CBCS and $33 for CGC. The last sold was a 9.8 for both of these, within the same time period. So $173 for CBCS and $310 for CGC. So this is a big one. This is a big jump here. eBay selling fees are 10% of the selling price. Now, I'm assuming free shipping. So cash in your money cash to you is $150 and $279. So you made $110 and $246 on that one. Now, if you find a really great deal on a Hulk 181, let's say you buy it for $500, you have to use what they call quick stream because of the value here, and you have to use standard. I'm assuming you could do higher grades, but this is the cheapest you could do. So they're pretty much the same, $58 and $60. Standard is 15 business days, and quick stream is 2 weeks, so they're pretty much the same turnaround time. Last sold, that was a comparable, was a 7.0, 225 and 221, 1495 and 1424. So your gain loss on that transaction to you, 788 and 723. So in summary, you actually make more with CBCS. You've made $921 and $856. Now, if you factor in, the $150 that you sent, so let's just do that real quick. So is CBCS 10%? I mean, is CGC selling for 10% more? Well, let's find out. So pretty much, yeah. So you'll get about 10% return on CGC than you would versus CBCS. But to me, it's not that big a difference to use CGC. I've never used CGC personally, mainly because I don't want to pay a $150 fee, and I don't want to pay $5 to get my review notes on my grader fees. So you're gonna, let's see, you've made $9 more with CGC selling these 3 books. To me, that's not worth it to go with CGC. Plus, I don't like their cases with all that issue they're having with their cases and that rainbow crap, because my one I just got the other day has it on there and I don't like it. And I like the way CBCS listens to their customers, and when they changed their labels and everybody started bitching about it, they were like, hey, we need to do something. So they did, and they changed their labels back. It doesn't appear that CGC is doing anything with that rainbow crap. Looks like they're just telling people they're going to have to deal with it. So for me, I would rather go with CBCS, but as you can see, it's pretty much a wash. So it really just comes down to personal preference. So just don't let people tell you that what's going on. Do your own research and make sure. I mean, sorry guys, my last video cuts off at 10 minutes, so anything over 10 minutes I have to make a new video. So sorry about that. But what I was saying is, it basically just comes down to personal preference. Um, just do your own research. Obviously, this is a small sample, but I just wanted to do, a small sample. I mean, if you extrapolated it over 1,000, who knows? Maybe that difference, becomes bigger. But and maybe the Silver Age um, becomes an even greater variance to use CGC. But for me, I think it just comes down to personal preference. It doesn't come down to, CGC is selling better than CBCS. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you like this. If you, leave some comments. Love talking to you guys. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.